deep down into the product research rabbit hole. I am going to be doing this video a little bit different than a lot of the other product research videos that are already out there. We are going to get to AliExpress, but I'm going to save it for the end. Don't worry, I am going to be showing you exactly what you need to look for to find Rockstar products and what you need to check before you actually import those products into your store. But today I want to start off by getting you guys inspired. And this is something that I like to do before I do my product research. I spend, 20 or 30 minutes looking at a couple of different sites so that I can kind of get my creative gears working. I can get myself in a different mindset and start to think kind of outside the box so I can actually come up with really unique ideas. So as you can see right now, I am on Pinterest, and that's where we're going to start off. So let's just search for something really simple, something that a lot of people are already doing on Shopify. Let's do dog necklaces. And as you can see here, there is just, a ton of stuff that comes up. I do want you to know that Pinterest does work off of an algorithm, so these top 3 products are the most popular, they're the most pinned, and so they definitely have a certain level of social proof. Keep that in mind when you are doing product research because it's very important. There's, just so many things. I've actually seen this product on AliExpress. It sells really well and it's cheap. It's like less than $1. And this is great because it's something that is small. It's going to be easy to ship. It's really light and it's a great gift for someone that's a dog lover or a dog owner. I used to buy these necklaces with phrases on them for like $40 or $50 before I started merchandising. And, women love this kind of stuff because the quote, it adds an extra type of meaning to the necklace. So again, this type of thing would make an excellent gift item, which is perfect for drop shipping. We're not going to talk too much about this. I do want you to know that if you come to the top and you come down to buyable pins, we can actually go on and purchase these products if you want. And if you are interested in learning a little bit more about putting your products up on Pinterest, then just leave a comment down below. If I get enough comments, I will make that video for you guys. But I do want to show you one other quick trick. So if you click on this, let's say we wanted to buy this little floral pug. We would just click on it here. A lot of these are Shopify stores, which as you can see, this is definitely a Shopify platform. And what I would do is I would, kind of go through the store, see what else they're selling. They did make a mistake. I don't know if this is, if you're watching this and this is your store. When you're on Pinterest, you see the white dog, and then when you click on their website, it pops up the pink one. Make sure that your colors are congruent, guys. That's just a really, common error that a lot of people make. So you do not want to do that. But anyways, back to Pinterest. So let's say that we wanted to import this little pug dog into our store. He's pretty cute. All we would do is we would just press Control right click on the image, and you can just do search Google for this image. And this trick is like super resourceful. You can do so much with this. And all you do is you just delete this text, and we're going to see if it's on AliExpress by just searching AliExpress. And as you can see, the image is at the top. And if there is a manufacturer that is sourcing that product, it's going to show up right there. And so as you can see, there are a ton of different manufacturers that are sourcing this product. So what I would do if I wanted to import this, I would just go through these, check to see which manufacturer is selling the most and doing the best job for the best price, and then you can just import that directly into your store. It's as simple as that. We're not going to go through it because, again, AliExpress is last. So the next website that I want to show you is going to be Shut Up and Take My Money, which if you guys have never been on Shut Up and Take My Money, this is a really fun site to come on when you have some free time. You can get a bunch of amazing ideas off of this site. It's just full of random novelty items and gag gifts, which are perfect for drop shipping for 2 reasons. The first is that, people love humor items. They love to laugh. They love to buy people gifts that will make them laugh. And 2, these are things that you can't go down to your local retail store and actually pick up for yourself. So again, keep that in mind when you are doing your product research. Let's say you throw up an ad for like a llama duster or a Star Wars Millennium Falcon drone. I mean, I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, but that is awesome. And if someone saw that on an ad, they would know that they weren't going to be able to go down to Walmart and pick one of those up. And so for that reason, they would buy. So, just think about that, while you are doing your product research. We don't want to have items in our store that someone can go down to Walmart and pick up. And there's just, a ton of interesting things to look at here. We've got a shark attack toilet paper holder, some seasonal sweaters. Maybe if you have a merchandising company, you can come on here and get some really funny, creative ideas that you can put a spin on for holiday seasonal sweaters or t-shirts. I mean, just so much stuff to look at. I could spend hours on this site, but we're not going to do that today. We're going to go ahead and dive into the next site, which is wish.com. There's a few things that I like about Wish. It's definitely an up-and-coming site. It's getting more popular. And the cool thing is you can actually view the number of orders on these products. So let's search for something. Let's do iPhone case. Let's actually be really specific. Let's do unicorn iPhone case. So when we search unicorn iPhone case, we get a bunch of different results. We can see that some of these are doing really well. This one has over 10,000 orders. This one's got another 10,000, over 1,000. So if we wanted to, check out one of these products and see if it's offered on AliExpress, we could do that picture trick that I just showed you and search Google for the image, or you could just go to AliExpress and enter in the keywords. But as you can see, these are definitely selling well on Wish. So from here, what I would like to do is I would double cross this with another site to check the social proof, see if there's, other people that are, buying it other than on wish.com. And another really cool site that I like to use is called Watch Count. And Watch Count is a completely free site. It's an eBay site, so basically what it does is it just tracks the number of people that are watching a specific product. And you can do this for anything. We'll stick with the unicorn iPhone case and just kind of see what we get. So when we search unicorn iPhone case, we get a bunch of results. It looks like this is selling like crazy. The first one has over 3,000 watchers, followed by 1,700, 1,600, 1,200, 1,000. So these kind of results are exactly what you're looking for. So from here, I would definitely write this product down and test it out, see if it works for you. It definitely has the market. There's definitely sales being made, and so this is something that's really great. And you can definitely do this for other other things as well. Like if you wanted to do fishing. You could really use any niche. This isn't really fishing. I don't know why this popped up. Fishing hooks. So again, just really, really great numbers here. You're seeing, that people definitely want this type of product. There's definitely a demand for it. So, that's kind of where your research starts. The next thing I want to show you is a really cool trick. And this is how you can find, the most successful, most trafficked Shopify stores completely for free. And so all you would do is you would just go onto Google, and we'll just search for Shopify's IP address. It's usually on this help.shopify site. And so we're going to scroll down. And here is the IP address. It is 23.227.3832. So we're just going to copy this. And then we're going to go over to a site called myip.ms. And guys, if you are, trying to scramble and write all this stuff down as I'm quickly going through it, don't worry, because I'm actually going to be including a free cheat sheet on, how to do product research down below. So you can go grab this, but make sure you finish the video first, obviously. So from here, all we're going to do is we are just going to paste that IP address. And from here, you can see that Shopify is obviously the owner of that IP. And all we're going to do is we're just going to click other sites on this IP. And guys, this is really cool. So it pulls up a list of all of the highest traffic Shopify stores. So as you can see here, we have ColourPop coming in at number 1, followed by Jeffree Star Cosmetics and Fashion Nova, and the list goes on and on and on. And so guys, what I would do, or what I would recommend that you do, is, use this trick when you have some extra time and come on here, go on to these stores and see what they're doing. Write down all of the things that you think are working for their store, all the things that kind of caught your eye, and then implement those into your own store. Because if we can follow in the footsteps of successful stores, we can eventually see a very similar type of success. So keep that in mind. You can just learn so much from, seeing what other people are doing. The only thing that kind of sucks about this trick is that you can't search these stores by niche. You would just have to kind of go through all of them one by one until you stumbled across your niche. Now, that being said, there is actually a software, and it's the only paid software that I would recommend you getting. And if you are serious about Shopify, it's a really small investment for the amount of product research that you can do on the site. It's probably the main one that I use for my product research. So let's head over there. So it's called Intelligence. So this is Intelligence, and what this software does is it helps with product research, generates niche keywords, analyzes bestsellers, uncovers top performing dropshipping products, all for your e-commerce store in just minutes, and it actually is a really great software. I did buy it for myself a few months ago, and this is probably the main thing that I use for my product research. I don't think it's $297. I'm pretty sure it's a one-time payment of $197. Yeah, so it's just a one-time payment of $197, and that really is such a low cost and investment, to be able to see all of the stores that are, getting the most traffic and making the most sales. You really can learn so much by doing that, and you can find a lot of really successful products. So let's jump on over to the back end. So this is what the back end of Intelligence looks like. As you can see at the top, there is a tab for Shopify Product Research, which is where we can search specific products. The next one is Shopify Store Search, which is so cool because you can search specific stores by niche, and it pulls up all of the top selling stores that are in that specific niche. The next one is Amazon Product Search, followed by eBay Product Search and Bookmarked, but I really just use this for my Shopify research. If you guys are into Amazon and you do FBA and you want me to do an Amazon product research video, I use Jungle Scout, and I will totally do a video for you guys if you want me to. Just leave me a comment below, and if I get enough of them, I will give you guys exactly what you want. But today we're just going to be sticking with Shopify. So let's take a look at some of these products. As you can see, there are over 1 million products, almost 2 million products found, and the number one seller is this makeup palette from ColourPop, which makes sense because when we did our IP search, we saw that ColourPop was the most highly trafficked site. They also have a few more makeup items that are selling really well, followed by some jeans and looks like a butt lifter. I don't know, guys. I mean, maybe that could be huge for you right there. But let's search for something more specific. Let's just do iPhone cases since we were talking about that earlier. So as you can see here, there are all of the most sold iPhone cases. The number one seller is this aqua blue waterproof iPhone case. If we wanted to find this on AliExpress, we could just click on this button here and it will search by keywords, but I like to actually click on the site and then right click and search Google for that image, because that trick is going to actually take you directly to the suppliers. With this, you kind of have to go through and look by keywords. I'll kind of show you guys how it looks. If you pull it up, see, it doesn't pull up the exact seller, so I use the other tool and it works a lot quicker. We've also got some iPhone cases sold by Kylie Jenner. Looks like we've got a Kris Jenner case that kind of looks like Michael Jackson. Just a ton of stuff. But let's dive into the next one, which is the Shopify Store Search, which I use all the time. So let's say that we are in let's just use the cat niche, because everyone that starts a Shopify store wants to sell cat products. It's one of the most competitive niches. So let's do that. So if we search cat, we see here that Meowingtons, which is an incredibly adorable name. If you own the store and you're watching this video, thumbs up to that name. We see here that Meowingtons is the #1 cat niche store that's out there right now, and what's cool is it shows us all of their top selling products. So the first one is this Sphinx cat ring, followed by a chowder cat scarf, diamond earrings, some paw and cat ear, I don't know, another little ring, and then these cute little knee highs. And another really cool thing that we can look at is, what they're using on their store. So we see here that, Meowingtons has the pixels set up on their store. They have a Facebook page with 586 likes. Their Twitter profile has almost 7,000 followers, and their Instagram profile has over 230 followers, which is great. So if we were looking to get into a specific niche, we could come in here and we could see, what sources of socials other stores are using, and if they're not using Twitter or, they're not using Instagram, then maybe we could, implement that into our store to make it a little bit better. Now there is just one more little trick I want to show you guys, which is really cool, and you can use this for the IP hack as well. So let's go to Meowingtons. And once we are on the site, what we can do, and you can do this on any product or any Shopify store site, all you do is you just come up to the URL, and behind that we're going to enter this code, and it's collections/all?sort by equals best/selling. And that's going to be in the cheat sheet, and I'm also going to throw it up on the screen somewhere here, so wherever it is. But when we do that and we press enter, this actually pulls up all of their top selling products. So if we use the IP hack for free and we went onto a Shopify store, we could use that code to see all of the top products, and you'll see here that what shows up aligns with the data shown in intelligence, which is incredible. We have this Sphinx cat ring, we have the chowder cat scarf, diamond earrings, followed by the little cat ring, and the knee highs. So really, really cool, guys. And then we could go in and search AliExpress for these images. We're not going to do that now, but I do want you guys to know that it is there for you. So let's actually dive into AliExpress and finish up this video. Alright, so as you can see here, we are on the AliExpress site. And so let's start off by searching for something different this time. Let's do something in the dog niche. So we're just going to put in dog. Oh, and guys, while we're here, I do want to show you a quick niche hack. So if you are trying to pick a profitable niche and you want to see kind of how many people are searching for these items, if you just type in the first keyword, AliExpress does a really good job at actually organizing the rest of the results for you and shows you what other people are typing in after the word dog. So as you can see here, the first one is dog clothes, coming in at over 80,000 searches. Below is dog collar, dog toys, dog harness, and the list goes on and on and on. And this actually tells us a couple of things. So one, it tells us that, there are a specific amount of people searching for that key phrase, and then it also can tell us, what products we can offer under that niche. So this obviously isn't a video about finding profitable niches, but if you do want to check out my video on that, make sure you check out the link in the description below. But for now, we are just going to type in dog toy. Alright, so we can see here that there are a bunch of things that pop up. Obviously, the products that are outlined in green have e-packet shipping, which is something that we want to look for before we import products. Another thing that you can check out is the average price per product. So here you see that it looks like 39% of users bought products under these keywords between 88 cents and $1.88. So that's just something cool to kind of look at. What I normally do when I first come to a search, I usually sort by orders. You can also sort by best match, but I normally do orders because it's going to show you what is selling the most and what has the highest demand. So you can see here that this top selling product is a dog toy rope, and it has over 6,500 orders. It's 55 cents per unit, which is incredible. And I do want to talk about a couple of Chrome extensions that I would recommend that you get. They're both free. The first one is the Oberlo extension, and that is what you see here, this little blue oval with the price tag. And it looks like this, and you can just add it directly to your Chrome, and this is going to make your lives so much easier, guys. So if we come back to that listing and we wanted to actually import that into our store, all we would do is just press the button, and it'll actually import it directly into the store. Now, obviously, I'm not logged in, so it's not going to do it for me, but that's how it's done. And then if we want to click on this, we'll just take a look at a few things. So we obviously know that there is a demand for this product. You know, there's over 6,600 orders. It has a 4.8 rating, which is great. There are, looks like about, I don't know, about 60-ish reviews, which is kind of low, but there's over 5,000 ratings. So let's take a look at the feedback from the seller. So what I normally do is I sort with pictures because I want to actually see what that product looks like. And if there aren't any good pictures from people reviewing it, I normally do order the product because you just want to make sure that you're not sending crap out to people, because it just ends up being more of a pain for you than anyone else. So it looks like it's pretty small, so this could be great for selling to like Chihuahuas. You could, make sure you're targeting that type of audience. It looks like this little guy seems pretty content. So yeah, I think this is definitely a toy for smaller dogs. They've got, the hand next to it, so it's about the size of your hand. And then I always like to look at the negative reviews. So there's not a lot, but let's check them out, see what they've got to say. Last come about 2 past, quality normal for small dog. I don't think this is supposed to be in English. It says small and garbage, no goods. I don't even know what this is. So some of these are really irrelevant. I wouldn't worry about it because, like I said, it does have a 4.8 rating. I normally make sure that a product has at least a 4.5 rating before I import it into my store. So it looks like, most of the feedback for this is good. It has a lot of 5-star ratings. People seem to be content with it. So the next thing we want to check, we want to double check that the seller is actually doing a good job. So the way we do this is with another Chrome extension that you can get, and it is free. It's called Ali Price Assistant. So make sure you add this to your Chrome. If you come back here, you can see it at the bottom left corner. And this tells us a couple things about the seller. So when we click on this, it has the percentage rating of the seller. They have a 97.3% rating, which is great. I normally make sure it's above 95. It says that they've been on AliExpress for more than a year, and I never use sellers that haven't been on AliExpress for at least a year because they just don't have enough feedback to know that it's a reliable source. It says that their feedback score is more than 1,000, which is great. Items correspond to the description, very communicative. Quickly responds to message. Sellers are frequently online, which is great. You also want to make sure that this seller will do blind drop shipping. If they don't offer blind drop shipping, don't use them, because you don't want your product showing up with a receipt from China that says, the product that your customer paid $9.99 for actually is only 55 cents, because then you're going to have to deal with, a lot of customer service on the back end. People are going to be angry. You're going to get hate mail, and it's just much easier to just email your supplier and tell them that all of your orders need to be blind drop shipped. It says, sold very frequently. So it looks like the seller analysis on this is good. This is definitely someone that I would consider moving forward with. Another cool thing that the Ali Price Assistant shows you is the amount that this item has been selling for. So it looks like it started at 56 cents, then it went up to 58, down to 56, and right now it is at its lowest point at 55 cents, which is great, making our profit margin just a little bit higher. Now, if there is a product you want to sell and it is just skyrocketed, like you just see on the chart that, it's selling for, $8 higher than it normally does, or it was at one point. You can turn on notifications with your price tracker, which is great because it actually will update you when that product does drop, and then you can import it into your store and get a higher profit margin. But remember that, drop shipping is, you can actually negotiate with these people about the price. You just need to reach out to them and do that. So if you guys want me to make a video on how to actually, write out that email template, then, just leave me a comment below and I will do it. But the last thing I like to do after I find a product is I like to actually go onto the seller store and I want to see what other products they are offering, because maybe they have an item that isn't, the #1 selling item, but it might be just about to hit that trending mark and we can jump in right before everybody else does. So I usually go to top selling. Let's see what they've got. If this ever loads. Alright, so looks like it's mostly home and kitchen stores. So maybe this isn't a good example for this. Let's go back and take a look at a different one. Alright, so as you can see here, it looks like, this seller has a couple more dog products. This one has 411 orders, which is great. I normally stick with anything above 300 orders. Sometimes it's better to import products that are kind of in the median range, that aren't, skyrocketing, but they don't have, no orders at all, because then you can sometimes catch that trend before it happens. Obviously we know that, this product here is doing, super well, but maybe we can, get in on this one before everyone else does and, throw out some ads that do really well, and we can be kind of the first one to, make a huge success out of this product. So that is, all of the things that I really look at when I am on AliExpress. So just to kind of go over it, you definitely want to make sure you aren't using any fake brands or knockoffs. You want to make sure that people are, that they have e-package shipping so people can get their package within, 2 to 4 weeks. Anything after that, you just end up having to deal with customer service on the back end. And, I know a lot of people on YouTube say you don't necessarily need e-package shipping, but trust me, it's not worth it for an extra $1 or so to have to deal with like phone calls of people upset about their order not being there or all of these emails. It's just more work on your part. So make sure they have e-package shipping. Make sure that, there's at least 300 orders. The product should have at least a 4.5 rating. Double check the pictures. Make sure the item looks the way that it's described. Make sure it doesn't have a lot of negative comments. If it does have negative comments and you still want to use that product, maybe reach out to that supplier and see if they can fix those changes before they actually start sending those orders out for you. And then the last thing is just to check that that seller has good feedback, and that's what we do on the Ali Price Assistant Chrome extension. So that is pretty much it, guys. So we went over a ton of stuff in this video. If you are interested in learning more about dropshipping and making money online, make sure you check out the free webinar that I attached in the link below. I'm also going to be leaving that cheat sheet down below for you guys. It goes over everything that we talked about this video and more. So download that after we finish up. And guys, if you haven't already, make sure you just hit that subscribe button. It is right here next to my face in the bottom right corner. Turn on those notifications because I'm actually going to be putting out new videos every single week for you guys. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Until the next time, guys, I will see you on the next one.